Okay. Okay. Little late to the punch, aren't I? Let's see. I hope everything is good. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Test. 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 1, 2, 3. Nope. Nope. Wait. Wait. Crap. Close. Guys, let me know how everything is. Is audio good? Is the sound good? Yeah, sorry, Miriam. I was just testing things. Yeah, bit of a late start today. Sorry. I know I had to take care of a few things beforehand. But guys, welcome back to. Okay, hold up. That is not good. There is definitely a delay there. Okay, how about now? Okay, trying things. Okay, that looks better. So yeah, guys, Unconscious, Mercer, Wheel of Fate, Solo, Miriam, Tube, Daniel, guys, welcome back to the weekly reaction to UnOrdinary, brought to you by Uru-chan. I hope you guys are doing well. I okay, so yeah, yeah. Uh, Last week was kind of intense. Basically, uh, we got to meet Neil. We saw a quick conversation between him and Layla. Basically, her asking him to support John and Serafina during their meeting with the three executives, and he kind of agreed to see what he can do. He would help them to the best of his abilities. During the meeting, John kind of introduced himself to the executives, and kind of like told him like, I don't like any of you, but I believe in your goals. And they were kind of testing him the conversation. Oren, of course, being like, I don't know if we can trust him. Neil did hold up his end of the deal. Neil is also aware that they're going to try and steal some equipment from the lab, though I don't know if he knows that they're trying to steal the recovery machine. But Neil kind of said like, hey, I think we could benefit from John. Layla's done nothing but speak his praises. And Miranda agreed to consider it, but she also agreed that she would restore their abilities. Then told Oren to do so and to make sure that they got home safe. So there we go. Yeah. So after that, we then saw Kaden walking around. Oh, sorry. Before that, Oren then said to only use the machine at half its power, and he then told Agent 23 and the female agent to watch over John and Sarah. Kaden then was heading towards the lab, following them. We don't know for certain if he did get to the lab itself, but it seems like Ur has set up that he is very close to them. And then their treatment to recover their abilities began. So that's where we are now. And here we go. It is up. So let's get right to it, guys. Here we go. Who's ready for this? So this floor's blocked off. I just need to open. So Kaden, he's in the elevator shaft. He is definitely struggling. Like, he is standing on like the smallest ledge possible right now. So he's like kind of trying to force the elevator open. This floor's blocked off. I just need to open these enough to see the other side. And he nudges it ever so slightly. Then I can. Shoom. Now, where's the recovery room? Kaden's in. UnOrdinary episode 288. Here we go. So, beep, beep. Blake's dad, whoever he is in there. There's a knock at the door. And Kaden's there. Hey, they sent me down here to help you out. Who are you? Where's your access card? Oh, I forgot it at my desk. Then go get it. I'm not letting you in here otherwise. So, Kaden, then I guess I'll just let myself. He saw it. Then I guess I'll just let myself in. Damn, new guys always forgetting their passes. How did he even get to this floor without one? Grabs him. Oh my god, is he? Oh, so he's chokeholding him. Just boom. Goes limp. And then Kaden, where should I? Now he's thinking, looking around, where should I put you? Shoves him in a closet. Boom, he's gone. So this is where the equipment this is the equipment we'll be taking with us. Looks complicated. These two slackers taking a nap while I'm out here busting my ass. And Atlas, Agent 23, they're walking into the recovery room. Beep, beep. What is it? There's been a breach in one of the laboratories on the main floor. We found an unconscious guard in the broom closet. Someone stole his lab coat. I'll investigate. You head straight to the recovery room. They're taking care of that. She just nods. Okay. You recovered her ass with that one. How far along are these two? Recovery process 98%. Good. It shouldn't be long. So, she opens the door. Good afternoon. Can I help you with something? Shit, I wasn't expecting anyone else to come down here. Have you noticed any suspicious activity around here? No. Did something happen? This girl is known to be quite crafty. I was sent here for your protection. Let's make sure we don't fall for any of her tricks when she regains her ability. I see. Thanks for the warning. Don't mention it. So, you're an expert on this device. She's on to Kaden. I guess you could say that. Come on. Any time now. Recovery process 100%. The process is finished. Wake up already. I heard that the ability disabler we use has a property which forces people's channels to close. Is that correct? Yep. Girl, I don't know. Also, welcome, Red Master. Welcome. So, this device helps high tiers recover by opening up their aura channels? That's right. And what's the science behind that? How are you able to isolate one's channels? We, lots and lots of research. And she just, come to think of it, I don't think I've seen you around here before. Are you new? Yeah, they transferred me here last week. 1 week? How are you approved for access to this room so quickly? And she activates an ability. Her hand turns kind of purplish. Let me see your ID. I left. You don't have one, do Phantom hand, or no. Phantom, no, it was called. Yeah, you know what? This is probably purple aura for the dead guy's ability. You don't have one, do you? So, it's not her hair color. So yeah, this definitely isn't her ability. But her head kind of turns into a smoky mist, and she lifts Kaden up. No, don't kill Kaden. No. The conversion worked. She's crushing my head. I can't focus. Bam! Sarah woke up. Oh, thank God. Damn. And John gets up, pulls hey, Can you move? And he just dot. Took you guys long enough. And John just, what's going on here? Something's wrong with that girl's aura. I can't get a proper read on it. Okay, so John can't copy these abilities. Her aura and her ability. Her aura and the ability she's using don't match. He was right about you. You're going to be a problem for us in the future. And so she shouldn't be conscious. I made sure to use enough strength to knock her out. Unless Oren didn't give us back our full abilities. John, Kaden, hurry up and grab the machine. Huh? They're on to us. We need to get out of here fast. And Agent 23 is back. And John copies the ability, summons an ice wall to block it. Let's fucking go. And John's ice is like black and shines golden, and it's fucking clean. And Agent 23 is just like, done, huh? And John just like, you. That was really short. UnOrdinary episode 288. End. So, guys, here we are. Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed this week's episode. UnOrdinary will be taking a quick 2-week break for the holidays. We'll be back on January 11th, 2023. See you next year. So, yeah, that was definitely to be expected. I mean, she does usually take a Christmas break. At least it's not like years past where she took like a break from December to February. But yeah, that definitely, well, maybe it necessarily wasn't short, but since it started to really rev up at the end there, it definitely feels like kind of felt short and ended kind of abruptly. But overall, guys, we're in it. And of course, Uru stops like right before a fight. But Sarah was able to do a lot of damage to that girl though still. She was able to really mess her up. Like here's the thing. Zeke attacked a completely powerless John. And how much blood did, like, Zeke was still clearly able to do a lot of damage to John, but John still wasn't bleeding that much, I don't think. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up here. Okay. This is how much damage. First hit. This is how much damage Zeke did to a powerless John. So, not too bad. Not too bad. He's definitely coughing up a bit of blood, but he's not bleeding from his head or anything. Then he hit John. Then he got John in the stomach. Now he was able to do a lot of damage to the chest area too. We'll scroll. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a lot for one hit too. So you could say that he was holding back the first time. But Sarah, like, she drew a lot of blood. She drew way more blood from this girl than Zeke did to John. So yeah. But that's true. Kaden is a real MVP. But also, this is kind of cool to take note of, because it seems like John can even, so I think we can safely assume that Kaden, or that Agent 23 also has gone through the conversion, that, because Oren even said he wanted to run some tests. And it seems like John may not be able to copy converted abilities, but if the person still uses their main ability, it seems like he can still copy that. So yeah, oh man, there's a lot to dissect. And also there is the caveat that you brought up who said that? Daniel, you brought up a good point that it seems like he wasn't aware of John's ability. So that's a really good point. So since he saw that John has copied his ability too, he may make note of that and like report to Oren like, hey, he was able to copy my ability. And yeah, Oren might, like, once they escape, Oren might still be like, hey, we need John back. Like, we need that ability. We need to be able to run tests on him. So I mean, too, we didn't really know purple hair, so like doesn't really matter. It's terrible, but it doesn't really matter. Is John Doe gonna have to choke a bitch? That's true. That's true, Solo. Black's suit is still intact. Kaden is definitely an MVP. That's definitely true. So you bring up that's a good point. That's a good point, Solo. I'm thinking what the plan probably most likely was they were more likely anticipating that that they would be charged up at full capacity. And then once that happened, Kaden would teleport John and the machine, and then Sarah with her full ability would break out of Spectre. But who knows? Who knows if transporting with the device is also going to kill Kaden. I was kind of worried that Kaden would die. Like when his head started getting crushed, I was like, oh gosh. So yeah. Honestly, overall good chapter. But guys, we have something to take care of. You know, I would have usually done it at the beginning of the stream, but I got a late start. So here we are now. So you guys know the drill. Patreon prints. It's always great. I forgot which one this is. I think it's another continuation. I could easily look it up, but I'm not going to. But I'm pretty sure this is another continuation piece based on one of the ones that Uru has drawn in the past. So here we go. Oh no, that's right. I was completely wrong. It's mistletoe. It's adorable. It's cute. It's John and Sarah at mistletoe, and you know that's just cute. I really like John's jacket. Actually, that looks fucking cool. Sarah, she has her little cat girl hat beanie. That, you know, I love that. I love that. But yeah. Not being able to copy converted abilities is a great way to create tension when John counters basically everyone. I mean, is it though? Because like John is still definitely stronger than most, and at least for right now, it does seem. Well, also we also still don't know if John can or cannot copy those abilities. He just said it's hard to get a read on her aura because her aura and her ability don't match. So we still don't really know, but John can still copy a high tier ability, the ice water manipulation stuff. And well, we don't know we don't know for I should say this right now. We don't know for certain still if John is at 100%. We know that he can amp it. We know that he can still amp it at least, but yeah. But like don't forget John has still taken on a lot of people at once in the past, and John has taken a lot of damage and still come out on top in the past. So I wouldn't discount John too much, honestly. Man, John versus the Royals was so good. That fight was so good. Man, I want to see that fight get animated, and I want to voice that fight so bad. That's true, Daniel. That's true. So yeah, Mercer, I think it does round up, so he's probably like around a 3.8. He's probably a 3.8 instead of just the 3.75. But yeah. But who knows? I really like this I really like the jacket that John is wearing because it's green, and I like green. Ooh, put more colors on John. Put more colors on John. I love John. He looks good with some color on him. But yeah, Sarah, she looking good too. Sarah always looks good. Sarah knows how to dress. But yeah. So, let's see. 2-week break. A 2-week break. I will still get some stuff out for you guys. If you've noticed, I have been uploading more Code Adam this week. That's going to continue. That is going to continue. I've recorded up to the end of Season 2 and also the start of Season 3. So more Code Adam is definitely coming. I know that the return for Code Adam... That's honestly, like, Miriam, I have been expecting a level up for John. And since he's, like, you know, kind of done this thing with his activating his aura without his ability, I think that's definitely possible. And, you know, I think John evening out with Sarah at a level 8, you know, that's been a long time coming. Because like I said before, Uru has definitely done, like, a lot of similarities with John and Sarah. Like, their timeline of events is very close in terms of how strong they got. John clearly fell behind in level with Sarah when he stopped using his ability and like when he left school and everything. But I would definitely love it if John definitely, like, you know, matched Sarah's level 8. Ooh, solo. Will we see John use Sarah's ability? That would be really cool, actually. So we know, okay, we know that right now it wouldn't be wise if he is still just the 3.8. It wouldn't be wise for him to try and copy another ability, because he said back at Rowden, if he tried to copy 2 abilities, it would really drain him and he'd probably pass out. So maybe if he does do that, maybe if he does get that boost, like I said, he will be able to copy it then and just be like, Sarah, like, you and Kaden go. I have your ability. I'm really strong right now. I can maintain this. You guys go. I'll meet up with you guys later. I got your ability. Don't worry. That's a really good point too. That's a really good point. He definitely seems he's also an assassin, and that's also what assassin relies on, like the ambush factor of everything. Kaden or Kuyo definitely had the upper hand in that fight, and you know, Water Guy had to retreat. So yeah, definitely like he definitely relies on the ambush factor. But I still think he could do a lot of damage on his own, like even without the ambush factor. Like, honestly, if Agent 23 was king wherever he went to school at, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised at all. But yeah. So yeah, let's see. Question of the day. Question of the day. Do you think that John is going to be able to reactivate his ability at full strength by manipulating his aura channels like he was before? Yeah, I definitely think it's possible. I definitely think he will, do something and figure out something. Um, but there's also the thing to consider, the overexertion factor as well. I forgot about that for a bit. But we also have to take into consideration, like Layla's warning, like don't overexert yourself, like don't do that. But they're definitely going to have to, because they definitely weren't expecting an ambush like this again. But it is something that they have to keep in mind. And Sarah might also tell John, like, hey, like we can't just go off here. We have to be very careful, or we'll pass out. You know what? That's probably what's going to happen then. John is focused on revenge right now for Agent 23. But Sarah told him, like, you and Kaden need to get to the machine. Ooh. Here's another interesting thing. John is an aura master. John can combine abilities. Based on what we've seen with converted abilities, specifically with Vulcan and the other agent from Ray and Kuyo's past, are they creative? Can they mix their abilities? Because here's the thing. I mean, you couldn't really mix those abilities. Like, yeah, they were clearly using multiple abilities at once, but John can mix and match abilities. He can make that, amplifies them, he makes them stronger because he's an aura master. So could Water Guy combine whatever this, ghostly phantom hand stuff is with his water or with his ice, and vice versa, or, with Rain's spider legs, arachnid? That's really interesting to think about, because Flameclaw is a separate ability. We got that confirmation from the Ember notes. But she was just using normal speed, to amplify herself, or she was using some type of speed-based ability and regeneration. So yeah, can they get creative? Can they do what John can do, but at a lesser level? Oh God, I swear, if Uru brought Rain back just to kill her, oh, I will be so sad. Yeah. All right. All right. I've thought of this before, so I can lightning guillotine finally came to pass, so I can definitely do this. So phantom hand. So you grab them with the presumably intangible hand that they can't touch, and then you raise them, and then you turn it into water and ice. That's just an extra step to what he already does with his water and his ice, but like that's it's something that's there. Or maybe maybe he turns his water and ice, the little icicles that he launches, maybe he shapes them with the smoke first, and then when he shoots them off, then they turn into yeah. But who knows? Who knows? And also, guys, don't forget, water or Atlas or Agent 23's ability is more likely to be water based, and he can control the temperature and turn it into ice. But I think his ability is definitely water manipulation more than it is ice manipulation. Oh yeah, definitely solo, definitely. I brought that up earlier. Anyway, yeah, question of the day. Do you guys think that John is going to get an amp? Do you guys think he's going to be able to, like, you know, really kickstart and take off his ability? Tube, you have to remember the authorities also just kill high tiers. Like, the authorities also don't care, and like Spectre, Layla also pointed out, Spectre was still gaining traction until Orin started being a lot riskier. And so Spectre is definitely, like, you know, something that was kind of happening in the sidelines, in the shadows. And also the authorities also don't pay attention unless they really want to. Like, we know that they pay no attention to what goes on in lower tier districts. So it honestly kind of makes sense that, you know, they haven't noticed Spectre until, like, you know, stuff like this started happening more and more often. And even, you know, the stuff at the mall, nothing really came of that. Like, they just banned the Spectre guy from selling the teddy bears there. But, like, that was never really a concern of the authorities. Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, Daniel. They did know about his ability already. That is a good point. They should already know about his ability. But yeah, that will be it. Very fair. Very fair, Mercer. Very fair point. But yeah, guys, that will be it for this stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, so very fair point, Noob, but what I'm saying is Spectre has been operating in secret. They haven't up until Orin in recent time, they haven't been trying to do stuff like this. Layla pointed out that Orin has been making a lot more risky moves and plays and decisions, and he's been risking them getting exposed to the public. So, you know, an organization that, and I think Spectre definitely was on their radar because of the whole thing at Next Gen, but they didn't really have anything tangible until, you know, the Rowden incident, where everyone did report to the authorities, and of course they were able to dig into Terrence's memories. And also, Spectre is still a fairly new organization, and I think they've only been doing things, you know, these things have only been happening with the high tiers in recent time. And also, this may also actually be the first round of because before they were only recruiting high tiers, disabling and recruiting high tiers. We still don't know specifically if they were murdering high tiers who didn't agree with them. At least that's what Orin was doing. This could be the first batch of high tiers that he's kidnapped to get their abilities. So yeah, because they also just got their hands on this research to be able to do that ability conversion. I don't think so, Broly, just because Uru has said, like, she wants UnOrdinary to be kind of, you know, as fantastical as it is, she wants it to be based in reality for the most part. It's like why we don't see people with summoning ability, or with like summoning dragon or animals abilities. But yeah. So that will be it for this stream, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you guys thought down below in the comments. Once again, question of the day is, do you think John will be able to push his aura channels and get his ability back to full strength during the fight? Or do you think that John will surpass it and, you know, get a level up for himself? Will we see that too? I think Uru definitely has something big planned for when the series comes back, for when it comes back on the 11th. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, that will be it. Look forward to Code Adam. Reactions are getting pushed out. And yeah, guys, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And I will see you guys again soon. I promise. The review and discussion for 288 will definitely come out. I will try and get it out next week. Probably not on Wednesday. I do have some guests coming over. So, yeah. That'll be it for now, guys. Merry Christmas. Happy Holidays. We'll be back before UnOrdinary returns. So I will see you guys again. But as always, everyone, see you, Space Cow.